Hey everybody, Shane Severson here, Legacy Realty, just coming to you with our August market update. I do these regularly, so check us out. If you're getting this email, if you are on our mail list or whatever, and you're seeing this, go find us on Facebook, like our page so that you can get these directly every single month, and it's all great information. So hopefully this helps. Wanted to share our August numbers that just came out and share a few things about those. Let's start with our average sold price. We hit that pretty much every month. Our average sold price right now in the entire metro Denver area is $508,480. So we're almost a 510. Pretty crazy that prices just continue. That's up about 3.6 over last year. So that shows, as I've been talking, it's still a strong market. The market continues to grow, and we expect that to pick up even a little bit more. So we are still in a strong market. It's great to hear. Second thing I want to note and talk about is our inventory. That's probably one of the biggest numbers for any market, especially a market like we've been in that's completely driven by supply and demand. How many buyers, how many sellers, and how many homes to fill that need. You need, and we've talked about this, about 6 months of inventory, meaning how many homes it takes. If we didn't add another home, how long would it take to sell out? You need about 6 months to be at a buyer's market. We are at 1.9 right now, so we're about 2 months of inventory. So you can see we're very much still a seller's market. It's still climbing. We still have so many buyers looking for homes, and we just don't have enough. So if you're watching this and you have a house, now's the time to sell. Give me a call. But anyway, that has only gone up about a week of inventory since the beginning of the year. So really that inventory numbers, they're not changing a whole lot. It's staying pretty steady. And so, again, shows that our market is very strong. Number three, I don't talk about this statistic a whole lot, but I thought it was fairly interesting and would be good information for you, so I thought I would share it. And that is the sold price compared to the list price. So where is it listed and what are our offers coming in at, so we can see, are we getting a lot of low offers, high offers, kind of where we're at. Well, I can tell you this, since 2016 through about 2018, so a strong 2 years, we have run right at about 100%, meaning wherever it was listed, that's about what it went under contract for. So the actual numbers, we were running about 99.7 to 99.9, so we're right at 100%, which is really good when you look at seasonal change, when you look at different markets and different times. 100% sold price is a pretty good number to track and to follow. Now we have slightly dropped. Now before you freak out and everybody thinks, oh, here comes the bad news that we've been expecting, the market's dropping, we have slightly dropped in all of 2019. It continues to drop. But again, before you get nervous, in 2019, right now we're running 99.3. So we're still right there. You can see it dropping, but we're still about 0.5% off from where we were before. So that tells me two things as a managing broker, as an owner. It tells me two things. One is we still have a very strong market. We're still we still have lots of buyers, and they're still paying about what we're listed at. The second thing it tells me is that the agents are doing a good job. So well done, agents, if you're watching this. Agents are doing a good job at pricing the homes to ensure that they're priced right and selling for where we need them to be. So that's great information and great news for our market. So the last thing I want to talk about is how many showings per contract. The question I think many people have is, when am I going to get an offer? When am I going to get my house under contract? What is going on? Am I ever going to get an offer? And I'm here to tell you that you can time this pretty close. After 20 years of being in the business, selling probably over 1,000 homes, I can tell you down to the day or two of when you're going to get an offer. And the people that I work with, the sellers, we track this, we watch this, we talk about this constantly so that you know when you're going to get an offer. Before we end, I'm going to share just a very, very quick story related to that. But the number of showings per house before you get a contract, average, now this is average, you may have more, you may have less, really you probably shouldn't have a lot more, and you really shouldn't have a lot less. If you have too many more, your house isn't prepped right or doesn't show good, or you again, it depends on the price of the house as well, or you're priced too high. And if you get too few, it probably means you're priced too low, and so you kind of want to track that and get it right at that 16. The average days on the market are 33, so it takes 33 days on average for a house to sell, and you should get 16 showings. That tells me you should have a showing about every other day. And if you're not getting that, or you're getting more than that, you should talk to your agent or give me a call, and we can talk about that. I feel like, well, I know, I don't feel like, I know from my history and everything else that you should get 7 to 10 showings in a week when your house is really close to selling. So when you get to that sweet spot on price, you should have 7 to 10 showings. Now, we can also track the feedback. We can track a lot of different things with that all goes along with that, conversations with agents and everything else. But bottom line, you should have 7 to 10 showings in a week, and then you know you're really close. Quick story, I have a seller I'm working with right now. We priced it a little aggressively, and we knew we did. We wanted to kind of test the market and see how it's looking in his neighborhood and so forth, which I think is a great idea and you should do. We priced it the first 4 days we got 2 showings. So in 4 days we got two showings. In that conversation, we talked, and we knew we would. That was the plan all along. We talked and said, okay, we need to tweak a few things with the house, and we also need to tweak the price a little bit, which we did. We did do those changes. The next 4 days, we got 7 showings. And so right in a week, we got that 10 showings. And I called him after talking to a few of the agents, after getting some feedback, and I told him, you are literally within 2-3 days of getting an offer. Go figure, the next day we get our first offer. We had another one coming in, but we accepted that first offer because it was such a good offer, even above what we were thinking. So anyway, you can time it. You can time it. You should know when your house is going to sell. Make sure you're working with an agent that can track those things. Make sure that you get the knowledge and education so you can get absolute top dollar that you deserve. God bless you. If this is good information, please share it so others can see it. Like and follow our page so that you can get great information as well. And hopefully this helps. And God bless you. We'll see you here real soon.